Greetings to all, and welcome to Season AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I've just seen a video from a northern youth. I think it's Simon or something. He said his name is, and he's really speaking about some home truths that many northerners are not willing to admit to. And I really salute his courage in stepping up and speaking up about this. He talks about the fact that many in the north do not want to really admit that they are the ones causing the problems, both in the north and increasingly in other parts of Nigeria through this grazing cattle nonsense.
We're not going to stop telling ourselves the truth as northerners, whether you like it or not, whether it hurts or it doesn't. But we're just going to have no option than to tell ourselves the truth. The fact is, your ideology, our ideologies and concept as northerners is retrogressive in nature. It's anti-developmental in nature. It's holding the country back in so many ways. Let's be factual with this. Let's look at it. When the headers started making all this havoc on communities, people advocated for the anti-open grazing bill. Who were the front runners in regards ensuring that this bill doesn't come through? The northerners. They kicked against it seriously, that at the end of the day it could not scale through. And here do we have a situation now where the Fulanis have migrated from making havoc on the north to the other parts of the country. And funny enough, you went against this bill, but when Fulanis are now committing this havoc on people, you tend to dissociate yourself. You say that it's not a northern thing, it's a Fulani thing. Nobody can tell me that. It's a northern thing, it's a northern ideology. So let's not distinguish between the tribes, because the last time I checked, the northerners were the strong advocates. Majority of the northerners opposed the bill. And look at what open grazing is doing to us. How long are we going to go this way? Again, look at what happened in regards to the closure of school during Ramadan. A lot of people, reasonable Nigerians, came out to say that this is wrong. This is anti-developmental. It doesn't stop you from doing your religion. It doesn't stop you from being who you are. But what did they not do? A quite majority were celebrating and were saying this is a good thing. This is a very big progress for the propagation of the gospel of God. And look at where we are now. So how are you going to tell me that the northerners are not hypocritical in nature? And let's face it, this is what the politicians do. And who are their disciples? Their disciples are the common northerners, the majority that are poor. The second point is the fact that when there was a bill in regards birth regulation, what happened? Who were the front runners in ensuring that that bill doesn't come through? It was still the North. I remember a senator coming to the Senate House with 5 or 6 of his wife, trying to convince people how he is happily married and is responsible. But let's face it, Oga. If you are capable, you have the capacity to marry 5 wives and have many children as much as you want. What now happens to your brothers, those that doesn't have the capacity and are marrying so many women and are giving birth to so many children that they can't control? Is it the same thing? How long are we going to continue this as northerners? It's so appalling. Until you wake up, you will always be considered inferior to any other region. And the fact is, don't expect that no matter the agitation, no matter your grievances, this will bring it to a standstill. It's still going to continue till you change your mentality, till you change your orientations, till the common man in the north starts challenging these allies that have hold you at ransom. How many of the allies do you have their children in Almajiri schools? Why should you open Almajiri schools and send children to Malams that doesn't even have the capacity to feed his own family? And you tell me that this is not a northern agenda? And you tell me the problem of the north is not itself? The problem is we. We are the problem. Until we wake up, nothing is going to change. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Who were as well the major advocates of the Muslim ticket? The north. The north. And where has it brought us? Look at where it has brought us. And I'm telling you wholeheartedly that that concept has not yet changed. It's still in the minds of the Lord. They're still waiting for the next election. During the Muslim tickets, a lot of imams were preaching with video evidence. Even some top politicians, top northern politicians, preaching, telling them on the need for us to, for them not to have a Muslim ticket that will promote the establishment of the kingdom of God. Indeed, the kingdom of God is established. You are all welcome to the kingdom of God.
It is simply, like I said it before, it cannot be acceptable that the government just says, oh, we have to let the cattle rearers rear the cattle, even if it means going on to somebody else's farm and destroying their crop and not paying compensation. Then we shouldn't even be in one nation. We shouldn't be in a nation together. If that's how they see things, we should not be together at all. And I'm saying it categorically. If that's how they see things, if they think that they can go into another person's farm, destroy their crops, and not pay compensation, then we shouldn't be in the same nation at all. Then the whole foundation of what we call Nigeria is fractured. It's a non-starter. And the fact that this has been allowed to fester this long, it just shows bad governance. This is nothing to do with democracy. Democracy should not promote the destruction of somebody else's property, somebody else's hard sweat to benefit somebody else. That is nothing democratic about it whatsoever. And I stand categorically on that. So this young man, listen to what he's saying here. He is telling them some home truths. He tells his people, and we need to actually support and applaud that. And the government of Nigeria needs to have a rapid, in fact, it is an indictment. What is going on is an indictment on the entire national system of governance. The Senate, the National Assembly, the federal government, the judiciary, to sit back and watch the hard sweat, the hard slog of farmers who are not subsidized in many instances by their government. And as we know, in many Western countries, the farmers are heavily subsidized. Any loss on their crops is refunded. They are protected. But that is something that is totally absent from the system. And yet you are telling us to believe in one Nigeria. And you're telling us to have a patriotism. Patriotism for what? What exactly? I'm saying this as a matter of, fact. You tell me to believe in one Nigeria, and in one Nigeria, you are happy to tell me that somebody can go into somebody else's farm, destroy that farm, destroy the work that they poured money into. Some of them even loan the land, and they have to pay on that land from the crops that they make to get to the market. And of course, not forgetting, the roads are not there to get this stuff to the market. So half of their crop gets destroyed on the road. And then you have issues where the government is taking tax left, right, and center for something that they're not actually doing. This is how anyone can call this democracy, for me, is beyond me. It's beyond me. So the time now is to have discussions. I'm not here to abuse anybody. I'm just stating the facts as they are. What we have on ground in Nigeria right now is nothing but a facade. If you're going to try and tell us, and we don't even believe it, we know democracy is a fraud anyway. It is a system where the colonials used it to strip us of our wealth. And we shouldn't be playing any part in democracy at all. We need to be looking at the likes of what is happening in Alliance of Sahel States and looking at the model of what they're doing. The equipment. Where in Nigeria have you seen a huge amount of equipment that has been used? I mean, in Burkina Faso, in Niger and Mali, the amount of construction going on right now on ground. Wow. There's more to say. I'll stop here. But what are your views on the video? You're, of course, listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth about Lutron. Please do leave your comments and please do share. Thank you and bye for now.